Hi, friend.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
I feel like we're on a podcast.
We're going to talk lip gloss, Manny. It's going to be so fun.
This is our first like recorded masterclass that will be available for anyone to watch at any time. So
Oh
Margie,
my
thank
gosh, how fun.
you so much for doing this with us. I'm gonna, I'm gonna introduce you, and then you're gonna really tell everyone who you are. But the most important thing to know is that Margie's a lip gloss layering, nail fee, selfie, swatch queen expert. But with that, I'll let you introduce yourself formally.
Well, that is saying quite a bit. Thank you for saying those things. I do enjoy a nice layered mani, and I am going to just switch the slide here because I believe, uh-oh, here we go. This is all about me. I'm Margie with a hard G, like a margarita, not like margarine. I'm often called Margie, and that is incorrect. It's Margie. Some of you know me from the OIC or on socials as Margie Manny. I am so happy to be here. I'm an Olive and June brand ambassador. I'm now a Manny expert, which is quite fun to tell people. And I'm really excited to be doing master classes. It's fun to be able to sort of share the little things that I've been doing sort of in my own little world with sort of a broader audience. So I hope that you enjoy this. Maybe you get a few tips. Looking forward to it.
I'm excited. I've never seen this yet, so I'm learning along with everybody.
Well, well here I'll get into this in a bit, but I had a very good time with these polishes. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah,
Wow.
it's pretty obvious from some of them that they're good. They're good fun. So what we're going to do today is go over some layering tips. This is one that I'm going to do with every layering class. I'm going to introduce you to this specific lip gloss collection that Olive and June just launched. It's perfect for this kind of mani. It's also perfect for a lot of other things. We're going to talk about don't fear the sheer. This is the thing I hear most often. People are afraid of sheer polish. They're afraid of seeing their visible nail line. What can they do? If you don't like to see your visible nail line, there are some hacks. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this specific lip gloss collection and some recipes that are 2, 3, and 4 coats, different layers. Talk about the silicone mat that Olive and June has and how fun that is for this kind of polish. And then we're gonna, to the end is just some shopping lists of things that you might want to buy that you saw on this presentation. Okay, here we go. Here are my top 12 layering tips. And, every time I do this, I add like an extra tip.
It started as
I
five and
had
then it's
top
12.
10 last time, and I was like, oh, you know what? I really need to add 1 or 2 more. But for starters, it's the difference between layering a mani and adding a topper later is a plan. So sometimes you have a color on your nails and you think, oh, a couple days later, I'm going to add a shiny something or other, or I'm going to change the top coat. I'm going to add some kind of shimmer. That's fine. But I don't really consider that to sort of be a thoughtful from the beginning layered mani. And so one of the things I want to say is to have a plan, but be able to pivot. Learn how your polish works. So before you start, just picking 2 colors and say, I'm going to layer these 2, make sure you know what they do. Like, are they sheer? Are they opaque? Are they shiny? Do they have a shimmer? Kind of what place they will take in your layering. And we can talk about that a little bit. I have some props that might help with that. That's
Oh,
for
I love the
I
paper
love my
prop.
props, my silly
These I
props.
love.
I had my air conditioning on when I was doing this before and they were blowing around. It was kind of entertaining. So understanding that true opaques belong on the bottom. I'll use my prop for this. True opaques belong on the bottom of a mani. So this pink cardboard is your true opaque, and you put it on top of something like a milky sheer, you're only going to see the true opaque. If you do it the other way around, it's going to give you kind of a hazy effect. And the same thing is the case for like a jelly. So you have the fun jelly, you put it on top of the opaque, and you get a neat effect. Put it behind the opaque and you just get the opaque. So you have to remember as you're layering that if you're putting something on that sort of blocks your fun other shades, all that work is for nothing, and you don't want that to happen. For layering, and this is an important one, less is more. So I see a lot of layering where it's just too many layers. There's too many layers, you guys, less layers. I mean, it seems counterintuitive because you want it to, sort of build up and look nice. But one of the tricks is that if you're going to just paint one color, you might want it to be a little bit more finished before you put something on, if you're just going to have that be your mani. But when you're layering, that first coat doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to cover it up. So you don't want it to be super patchy, but you don't need it to be 2 and 3 coats of a base coat to build on. Because if you've got the 3 coats and then you're building on top of that and on top of that, and then you've got top coat, less is more. When possible, and this is definitely my favorite, swap for quick dry. I'm a quick dry layering hack. That's my favorite thing to do somewhere and you'll see it as when I was doing the shopping list at the end of this presentation, you'll see there's one whole side of the list is quick dry. Because when you're layering, there's nothing better than quick dry because you're layering. For the simple fact that you want your polish to dry and then move on to the next one. So if there's a color swap for Olive and June, we've got so many good layering options with the quick dry line. Favorite tip. I like to clean up my layers before top coat, but after all of the layers are done. And I do this for a specific reason. When you're layering, sometimes slight different colors will sort of show through at the edges. But if you clean up all your edges at once, you get a nice clean edge, and then you put your top coat on. If you clean up each time, sometimes your new color goes over top of your old color and kind of goes over the edge. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, Liv. Does that make sense to you?
That makes sense. I also feel like, to your point about quick dry and all of that too, anything that forces you to slow down, I think is always a good thing.
Always a good thing, especially for layering, because you really can do a lot of work and mess it up if you don't have a plan. And I think we're going to talk about that a little bit. But taking notes is the next thing. And this is a do as I say, not as I do. In fact, I was just today working on another Mani Masterclass, and I had painted a bunch of stuff 2 days ago, and I looked back at my photos and I don't remember what I did. So definitely write down what you're working on so that you can share it later. So set a timer, don't rush. Have a plan, have a TV show that you love, a podcast that you're interested in, a book that you're reading, something that you can do in 5 to 10 minute increments in between your layers. Busy yourself with work, something you can take care of, walk on your treadmill, whatever it is in between. I got one of those real small, just like in the room treadmill, like a walking pad. Do that.
Oh yeah. Someone was like,
Yeah.
do you run on that thing? I'm like, first of all, why would I? And then second of all, I'm not sure it's ready for the speed of 3.5 is as
It's
fast as
only for walking. It's only for getting moving. I have it downstairs, but I'm going to move it up here so I can do it in between. So paint one nail before committing, and this is an interesting one for layering, because if you have a recipe that you're following, go ahead and it's tried and true. Go ahead and paint all your nails. But if you're making up a recipe and you're trying to figure out, oh, is this going to look good? Do one and see if you like it before you do the first layer and then start on the second layer and realize it's not working. It can be pretty disheartening and take a lot of time. So definitely do one nail before committing. Don't fear the shears. They are friends to a layering mani. They are helpers. They are my best friends. Don't fear them.
Whoa, I thought I was your best friend though.
Well, you're my second best friend. I love a shear. I love a jelly.
Tough.
I mean, and I think there's a whole slide on don't fear the shears, because the reality of it is that they're misunderstood sometimes. I mean, obviously some people love them. I love them. If you expect them to be opaques, then you're going to be disappointed. That's not what they are. Understand what they are and how they work, and then they'll be your best friend. Except for Liv, she'll be your best friend, but you know what I'm saying.
Liv will be anyone's best friend, apparently.
Try unexpected combos. This is where the fun happens. Put something together that you didn't expect, and it might be magic. You never know, especially with pink goldfish. Put her over something you didn't expect it to happen. I just used her with something special yesterday, and I was shocked by the results. You'll see it another time. And have fun. Tag me if you do one of these recipes, because we're going to talk about a lot of recipes. Lots. Why isn't my slideshow moving? Oh, there we go. Okay, so a recipe. You might think that's just for cooking, but I like it for nail polish.
Mm-hmm.
When you're creating a layering recipe, this is my little mnemonic device. Um, the R is to be ready and to record. Write down your stuff. Envision what you're going to do and experiment. Combine and create is our C. For I, we have invest and imagine. P is prepare and pivot. So have a plan. That's also a plan. Could be in there too for P. But be ready to say, ooh, that did not work. That did not look good. Because that did not look good, what might look good? So sort of walk yourself through a process. I tried this. This didn't work. What might work? And then execute and enjoy. Those are easy. Just a little fun little way to think about it. All right,
It
let's meet these
feels like
cuties.
I
Go
feel
ahead.
like you've given me the space with layering to sort of look at it like a participation trophy, because even if it does go, off, I had a good time and I learned a lot.
You can learn a ton. You can learn a ton. And from somebody said something cute to me, like, oh, you're so good at layering. Everything you try is great. And I was like, you think I post everything I try? Like I should do a failed layering sort of post. I don't take pictures of them because I don't like them, but I probably should go back and do something like that. Like layers that didn't work because they exist.
Like that reality show where like I guess they're like bad bakers or something, and it's called, by the way, that show is called Nailed It, I'm pretty sure.
That's so
Something to think about for your future career. Just think
but
about
yeah,
it.
I don't know. I think I could do a pretty good this didn't work layering class. Don't try this at home. So here we go. These three, this is pink pineapple gloss, guava gloss, and star fruit shimmer gloss were very fun layering friends. You can see they're almost empty. These three are also fun layering friends. This is papaya gloss, um, something, passion fruit gloss, and coconut shimmer gloss. And they are also good for layering, but these three were better. And we're going to talk about why in 1 second. Here we go. Well, actually, we'll do this first. Don't fear the sheer again. Don't fear it. Before you say you don't like it, understand it better, right? This is what I just said. Don't assume that it'll be great solo. In fact, assume that it won't. You'll be happier in the end if you assume that it won't be great. Paint it and you assume that you're going to be using it for something else. Don't say, oh, I don't like this. I can see my visible nail line. If that's not what you want, think about what it can do for you. Think about how it might work. Ask yourself, is it sheer enough to see through? What colors do I have in my collection that are a close match? And could this be a base to build on? And that was one of the fun things with pink pineapple gloss. It's all of those things. That's why it's empty.
We
This
gotta
is
get you
actually
a good stock.
this, this is actually my first bottle. My second bottle is my second bottle looks like that.
Oh my word. You are president of the fan club.
Really like it. And it's so versatile. So versatile. So it can be a great base for like a French mani. Put that on. It's just like a fun, shiny, clear, glossy, and then do something else. Or you put that on as a base and put a sheer on top of it, and you've got this fun layered. The sheer does something different because of the jelly bounce of pink pineapple gloss. So it's not only, oh, I can see my nail through. It's, oh, what can I use it for? Remember that. And here's what you can use it for. I spelled it right out for you. These are different, right? So Starfruit Shimmer Gloss can do lots of different things. It's good on its own. It's good over a color. It's good as a mid layer. It's good as a topper. It's good as a base. It's very sheer and shiny. Papaya gloss is a semi-sheer gloss. It's not as sheer. It's got some milkiness to it. So when you put it over top of something, you're going to cloud it up a little bit. So it's not going to be as see-through. So you have to think about what you're going to put it over. So when you put it over other corals, other colors that are in its color family, it just glosses them up. It looks fantastic. You can also put it down as a base and put something shiny like Starfruit Shimmer Gloss on top of it. Coconut Shimmer Gloss has less choices, therefore is less empty. It's really good on its own. It's very shiny. It's very pretty. It's wonderful over another brown. And I'll show you that on the next slide. Passion passion fruit shimmer gloss is fun by itself, fun over purples, and fun as a mid layer. Now we're getting into the ultra sheer pink pineapple gloss. Whoops, what did I do with it? Oh, it's over here. Pink pineapple gloss. This is my second bottle. And it is good for everything. It's just good for everything. It's good over every color almost. It's good over other lip gloss colors. It's good as a mid layer. It's good as a base. It's good as a topper. And guava gloss is similar. It's a little bit less sheer than pink pineapple, but it has a lot of the same qualities. So understanding your polish is important. Play with it a little bit before you dive right in and assume they're the same. They're not. Yes? That makes sense to you, Liv?
That makes complete sense to me. I also think it reminds me too to not judge a polished book by its cover. And that not every shade, like you think about nail polish, like not every shade has to be something you love on its own. Someone else may love something on its own that you don't, but I think realizing the potential.
Well, that's the thing about these six is that not only are they some good, they're all good on their own in their own way if you build them up, but they also work really well together. And we're going to see some of that shortly. But here's a good way to see how they work. Okay, so this is what I did here. This is, again, don't fear the sheer. I painted this, say this is the same mani. This is minutes apart. This is Pink Sands. It's a beautiful pink color. It's a opaque pink polish. I did a regular Pink Sands mani. And then I went in and did each one of the coconut's not on here because I only have 5 fingers. You know, you're just trying to do one example. But I went in here and I used the shears over top of it so that you can see how it changed or didn't change Pink Sands. So you can see that guava gloss over Pink Sands really made it, really pinked it up, right? But here's what pink pineapple gloss did. You can see it's going to give it something, but not a ton. But papaya gloss changed the color. Starfruit shimmer gloss just looked like you're going to a wedding or something. It's just the most elegant, beautiful champagne nail that you ever could have. And then passion fruit is just this beautiful purple. It had a nice base. So when you put that shiny, I mean, that glossy purple over top of anything almost white, because I thought Pink Sands was a good choice because it's pink, but it's almost neutral.
Right.
You can really get a sense of this is how they behave, and then you can go from there, helping you understand how they work. But if you're not a fan of this look, this visible nail line look, you can find a friend. Find a friend. For example, for papaya gloss, Stinson Sunset is a great friend for layering. So do one layer of this and one layer of that, and then you don't have that visible nail line anymore.
And when you're doing that, you're doing sort of like the closest color in the opaque version
Yeah.
of
What I did was just sort of held up my glosses to my collection and thought, well, who are the best friends, in my opinion? So I picked Stinson Sunset, but you could pick any coral and this would work. You could go with any of the orangey kind of colors, and this would be a great match. For passion fruit gloss, I went with Jacaranda Quick Dry. And you'll see that again, I'm a quick dry fan. So here she is by herself, gorgeous, gorgeous, but you can see a little something, something. But here, it didn't change it all that much, and it was the easiest, glossiest mani ever. I mean, it just is 1 in 1. And so you're one in one and boom. So yeah, if you need 3 coats of this and you don't have time for that, 1 coat of quick dry and 1 coat of gloss is a fast, beautiful choice.
Do you want to know what the only downside is to all these glossy manis? They're very distracting. Like if I'm at a red light and I'm looking at a glossy mani, people think I'm texting. No, no, no. I am lost in the
and I want to go like this the whole time too. Like I have one on now. It's so pretty, and I want to.
Yeah, it feels like it's like boing, like it's so yummy.
I totally agree. We need more of these. We need one, and I'm telling you right now, we need one in every color, and I need darks. I need a black and a navy blue and a green.
Agreed.
Guava Gloss, this is a great example. I loved this one. So here she is. She's beautiful, love her. But if you're not into it, go with Main Character Energy. It's a really close match. And there she is, 1 in 1. Easy peasy. Starford Shimmer Gloss, I went with Kitten Quick Dry on this one. Now, fun fact, I'm not a fan of Kitten all by herself.
Oh,
She's not really my color.
okay.
But this is a great way to use possibly a color in your collection that you might not go for on its own. So there are some neutrals that I'm like, I don't know, put a little sparkle on them. And yes, I do know they're great. So you can look at your collection and say, oh, I don't know. I don't usually wear, for me, say Study Hall or HZ. They don't do it for me. Put a little shimmer on them, suddenly they're fun. So it's a little way to use what you already have and make it be fancy. By the way, how good is this?
That is,
Oh,
I mean,
shiny.
that's giving bridal, that's giving Academy Awards, that's
Right.
giving.
And it's this is a little like, oh, it needs a little something underneath. And this was so easy, so fast, kitten, fast. One coat, quick dry.
That also, mentioning that you don't like kitten, sometimes people buy a polish from us that they think they love and they get it and they're like, no, it's not really my favorite.
Yeah.
It's always good to see, like, give it to a friend, but also you might be surprised how it can be transformed.
Well, there's a lot of ways you can do that. In fact, we might be talking about that on another class.
Oh,
Might be working on that right now. You never know.
oh,
Just saying. Love this combo. Big fan. Pen Pal. Pen Pal and Pink Pineapple. How good they go together. Again, love this. I mean, I love this juicy, glossy look. But you're going for something similar and you don't want to do 3 coats and you don't have enough time and you want that glossy effect. How cute these are together. Goes so well. And this little friend, I did it again with Quick Dry. Here's Fawn. Here's Pretty Fawn. Glossed her up with some coconut shimmer gloss. So it's not.
that is so, yeah, I'm screenshotting this right now. Hold on. Hold, please.
Oh yeah, screenshot away. Absolutely,
Screenshot it.
absolutely. These are all for sharing. I did all this work. I hope that everyone tries these. Now that we're into fall, but I hope everyone tries them. Isn't this one good?
Also, this one's very fall.
Very fall, very fall. So now that I didn't even count those 6 as part of the lip gloss recipes, although they are recipes, they're more, to me, they're more a smart hack. And if you don't have those colors that I chose, you could choose a different brown. You could go with Tip Your Barista. You could go with JJ. You could go with a different one that you have in your collection and still build it that way. The idea is to find one that goes relatively similar and then you can pair them up versus just having the lip gloss be solo. And you still get the glossy, fun effect. Like what I'm wearing right now is so glossy. It's berries quick dry, and guava.
Again, though, you're the master at finding stuff in the color family.
Well, I live with them right here.
I mean, you did say you're best friends with them. So
I'm not best friends with them. We already talked about that. All right, so are we ready for 20? How are we doing? Ready for 20 recipes?
locked
20
in,
recipe
locked
cards.
in, and ready to screenshot. Let's go.
Are you going for a glossy ballet pink? You want this look that you see online all the time and you wonder how can you find it? Does Olive and June make it? They don't make it, but we can make it together. You can make it by using buttercream and pink pineapple gloss. All right, so this is just 2 buttercream, 1 pink pineapple. Look at that. How fun is that? That is that look that's that barely there ballet slipper look. Big fan.
That is so, it looks like your nails are wearing ballet tights.
And over here, you want to pink it up a little bit more. This fun one is a combo where you layer pink goldfish, pink pineapple gloss, pink goldfish, pink pineapple gloss. And you end up with this like see-through jumpy mani that has the blue iridescent that pink goldfish has. And it shines right up through the pink pineapple gloss. It is fabulous. I wore this one to a party and someone was like, oh my God, what is that? And of course, it's hard to explain to them what you're wearing because, you know,
It's like
look, I found this pink pineapple.
a mix of things, you know?
But you can even see, like, you can see how the blue from the pink goldfish just pops right up through, but it gets trapped under the layer of pink pineapple gloss. So it's almost like a dome. I don't know. It's so pretty. All right, there's 2. All right, 2 more. So this one is 2 coats of pink pineapple gloss on the bottom with 2
Ooh.
coats of CCT over top. So you get this effect of a creamy jelly mani because the
Mm.
gel's on the bottom. The gel creates the sort of plump and the base, and it makes it sort of this even color that you're going to then put the sheer over top. And so it kind of is this was a big fan too. This one was
That
one
one.
twice
I was gonna do ballet slippers first, and then
because
now,
it was the first one. She didn't even
well,
see all 20 yet.
yeah, actually, I may eat my words. Let's see.
Oh goodness. All right, so this was fun. 2 coats of passion fruit gloss, and then that's heart. Shiny, just a little bit of shiny on there, just a little bit. Love it. I don't use That's Heart very much, so I was so thrilled to pull it out and use it for this. Okay, so this is what I'm wearing right now. It is 1 coat of berries and 1 coat of guava gloss. I have it on my nails right now. It's so pretty. I keep wearing it because berries already has an iridescent quality to it. It has a blue shift to it, and it's a quick dry. So layering and quick dry go together. So the blue iridescent shift in berries shines through guava in the neatest way, and it's only 1 coat of the bottom color. So you could do 2 if you needed it to. You could do 2 coat of, this time when I did it, I thought I should maybe do 2, but I still only did 1. It's so pretty. This was my favorite, and this was one I noticed after my first class that several people did this one.
Oh, okay. Maybe all right. Well, now I don't know which one I'm gonna do. Now I'm
Now,
gonna do
now you have no idea.
I'm lost.
This one is what, when I did it, you'll see here it says Margie's fave underneath of it. This was my true favorite on my nail. This is a quick dry Baroque and guava gloss sandwich mani, similar to the one that I did with pink goldfish, but I did it with guava, with Baroque, which has a real pink purple shift. So it's a quick dry iridescent. And again, quick dry iridescent and gloss, these glosses go so well together because they sandwich and mirror. So the gloss traps in the iridescent and it shines through, but not all the way. I don't always love iridescent on the top. I want to cover it with something and make it be a little bit more muted. That's why I like Strawberries Are in Season right now, and those kind of colors. I want to be able to sort of trap in the fun, but still be able to see it. And this does that. Really, really like lip gloss. Because if you think about it, Liv, lipstick and lip gloss, okay? Put lip gloss on your lip, you see your lip. You put lip gloss over a lipstick, and you get that look. And that's the same thing we're talking about here.
It's like another thing that you and I were texting about yesterday. It's like this is gonna make it not sound nice, but it's like shoe shine.
Yeah, it is like that. It's exactly like that. It's the difference between having like your shoes be whatever and then taking them and buffing them up and getting them all shiny like a patent leather, and suddenly you're like, whoa, those are nice. You're like, I have the same pair in matte and you didn't go for that, but you shine them up real good and you're like, those are pretty boots.
Yeah, you're like,
I like those. Yeah, so this was my favorite to wear. Loved it. I keep saying that. I know it's not true, but all right, so back to sort of a neutral look. You might go
oh,
for this one,
oh,
Liv.
I want that one too. You know I
You
love
might go for these
potpourri.
champagne nails or for these glossy nude nails. This one is 2 coats of potpourri, also quick dry, and 1 coat of starfruit shimmer gloss. So potpourri is one of my favorite quick dries because it's a nice neutral base, but look how fancy it looks when you put a little starfruit on there. It goes from I didn't have enough space on each of my cards to be like, here's what it looked like before I put the fun stuff on top. But here we go. This one is also potpourri, but with pink pineapple gloss. So same base, 2 different lip glosses on top. This one on top, look how fun that is. It's like a juicy, fun
It's
nudie
so
nail.
it looks like a boba like bouncy thing.
Like it looks like it has jumpiness or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
100%. And the
lips.
one
It
on
looks
the
like
left
these
is like
lips.
a glass. It has like effervescence to it.
Yes, yes. And again, same base, different topper, different look. So easy. These are all easy too. That was the other thing I noticed when I was doing these. They're easy because the lip gloss, these are easy. They're like beginner funness. right? What
A
we
lot,
got here? So
totally. I was gonna
it's
say,
good,
you
gonna
don't
be
like the chromy things. Like it's like you don't need powders, you don't need
It's not
magnet.
messy. No, no, and especially because half of these are quick dry. So pink-tastic, you're going for pink. You want real pink. Here's some pink manis. This one is guava gloss on the bottom, starfruit shimmer gloss in the middle, guava gloss again. So it traps it in there. You can't see the starfruit shimmer as much because the guava has not as sheer, but it's there and it shines through in certain lighting and really looks pretty. It's subtle though, subtle pinkness. Over here is Wildest and Guava. Also a favorite. Easy. So easy. These two are made to go together. One coat, one coat. What'd you get? Who has time for two coats when one is quick dry? Everybody.
Great, it's a great, honestly, the people need to know.
I feel like you might like this one, Liv.
Okay, are you inside my brain? I also like purple cream too. You know I love a lavender.
Oh, you do love a purple. It's a TT. See, TT and I don't get along. Shh, don't tell anybody.
But what if you put TT with passion fruit gloss on
It's
top?
good. I tried it. It's good. I didn't put it in
Ah.
here, but it's good. It's really good.
Oh,
It's
did I just come up with the recipe too?
you just came up with a recipe. You know what you know what else it's good with? Something that just came out for the fall.
Ooh.
So 2 coats of passion fruit gloss with 2 coats of BEB. Another one of your favorites, by the way.
I
So
know.
this combination is like a fun milky pink, easy. And then this one is papaya with pink pineapple. So this is 2 of the lip gloss mani colors together, 2 of the collection together. And they play so, so well together. In fact, this is the first mani I wore outside when I first got these colors. I put papaya gloss on and was like, I love this. What would it be like with this over? I couldn't help myself. I couldn't wear it solo. I had to, like, what would it be like with this? And I loved it. Loved. This is my jam right here. All right, so getting a little more complicated. This is a fruit punch mani. How fun is this one? Similar. Cherry Crush, Guava Gloss, Pink Pineapple Gloss. 1, 2, 3.
Delicious, literally.
Delicious. Peachy keen, anyone? 1 coat of Cape, 1 coat of Starfruit Shimmer Gloss, 1 coat of Pink Pineapple Gloss. How fun
I
these look
mean,
together. You can see that they
I
go together.
mean,
You can look at them this way. Peachy. The peachy nail. Really like that. As we keep going, they just keep, there's so many choices. There's so many opportunities to make something new. So this one is summer spritz, and I used papaya gloss. I'll take another spritz and then pink pineapple again. You want to know why this is so empty? This is why. I keep putting it over top of everything because you can see through it. You can see right through it, but it offers a nice, like jumpy, bouncy, fun top. So I'll take another spritz. That fun spritziness is there, but it's muted a little bit.
mhm.
Doesn't that look delicious? And over here, we've got passion fruit shimmer. What did I do here? I can't see my own work.
Oh,
Oh,
you did.
Island Time is on the bottom.
Yeah, Island Time. That's a good Island Time. I feel like what you've done here makes it purple, but when I play with Island Time on a pink, it shifts a little, like a little pink direction.
It does. It goes pink. And I like it when it goes a little more purple. So I like it over Jam Please. I like it in this kind of a combination or with the purple. And again, when you start with a quick dry, it makes the whole mani go fast. But then you really it came out with a real pretty, it has like almost like a blue, the Island Time has a something in it, a little iridescent thing that kind of picked up on the shimmer. All right, over here, we got some Bellini nails. If you like to go to brunch and have a Bellini, your nails can match. We did papaya gloss, starfruit shimmer gloss, and pink pineapple gloss. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's it. One of each. And you get this fun. They really go well together. And they really made it look like a yummy cocktail. This
Mhm.
one, Kay and I
Whoa.
Kay and I were laughing here because this is the ultimate lip gloss mani. I used 4 of the lip gloss shades to make one mani. What do you think?
Oh, oh, but I think you wear it so well. You clearly you do thin coats. You let them dry. It doesn't look crazy.
No, it doesn't look, it's not
It
great.
looks
4 is your max.
beautiful.
4 is your max. But
I
I
was
was
going to
like,
challenge
oh,
you
this is
to
gonna
6.
work. And the key here is to pick which one is the most opaque of the 4, and that's papaya in this situation. And then
Mhm.
so you go for the most opaque, then the shine, then the color, then the clear.
Mhm.
Right? So when you go in that order, if you'd gone in a different order, it would look different. You could have maybe put Starford Shimmer Gloss on top of Guava and it would look different. But I wanted it to be, I wanted to pink it up a little bit. And so I wanted it to be, and I wanted the shine to be a little bit less and the gloss to be a little bit, I wanted it to be a high gloss, but I wanted it to have some shine. There you go, 4 out of 6.
Love.
That was a fun one. So there's other things you can do, right? So one of the things I did here was a syrup style mani, right? So I tried
Ooh.
this a few different ways without success, and then I finally found it this way. So what I did here was I used hot strawberry, so that's an opaque color, a nearly neon pink on the tip. And then I did 3/4 of the nail with guava, and then the whole nail with pink pineapple. So I did sort of in stages, and it came out really neat. It came out less neat over here. It looked better in person than the photographs show. So I did the same technique where I did a little bit of coconut at the top, and then 3/4 coconut, and then the whole nail coconut. And in person, it looked, you could see that it had the gradient, and I wasn't thrilled with the photograph, but if you tried it, you might see what I mean. It really, the bottom part really looked more, you could see through it a little bit more.
Love.
This was the technique. Easy.
And looks hard, but like honestly, like you could do it. You
Not
like
hard.
get tied in where you mix, it's a
It's not
hack.
hard.
It's really
I think the thing that makes it look challenging is the end result. You look at it and you think,
yes.
how did you do it? But if you go back and look, I just didn't put nail polish on my whole nail. Just put it on the
Mhm.
top. I just like swiped it on the top. And then once that was dry, I went 3/4. I just didn't go all the way to the cuticle. Like it wasn't like I was doing some kind of technique with a special brush or I didn't have to use any tools. I just used the polish and let it do its own thing. And so it was about figuring out, for this one, it was about figuring out how to get the tip to work because I tried it with just guava and I couldn't get the this, you couldn't see it. It didn't give the effect. But I felt like this really gave the sort of aura, not aura, but the syrup effect. So this is when I tried to do live one time. It didn't work that great live. So I tried it a little different. I tried videotaping it and then I did still shots, and this seemed to make the most sense for sharing. So when you have a silicone mat like the one Olive and June came out with, you can do lots of fun things. And one of the things you can do is this kind of squish mani, and you don't have to paint it on your hands. You can paint it on, here, I have a little piece of mat. I painted it on this little piece of mat, right? So I just kind of dumped some color and swirled it around, and it dries on the silicone mat. And actually, I did it right before this started. I wonder if I'll be able to peel this off. It's not quite dry yet. But when it's dry, you can fold the edge back. Mine's not quite dry. It's a little bit dry. You can you can peel it off. If it was all the way dry, it would look like this, right? It would look like what I'm doing here. So you pour it on there, you fold it up, you take your mat, your piece or the edge of your mat, and you fold it and kind of touch it a little bit to itself. It's not like, there's no like science to it. You just sort of squish it around and then you get this look and then you peel it off and then you have a piece like that. Just like a piece of nail polish. It's the strangest experience when you peel it off
Wow.
and you have it. Then you just sort of put it on your nail. Now I tried to trim it so that it would be closest to fit my actual nail size. And what you do is you take some crystal, which I pulled out for a second. Where did I put it? Oh, where do you see this, Liv? Guess what else I need? See how empty this crystal is? This is my favorite. This is
I
this.
wonder if you would ever, I mean, could anyone ever not guess what your favorites are? Probably not.
Who would have ever said crystal quick dry would be the thing I would go through the most? I mean, it's crazy. I love it.
I love
Anyway, you put some crystal quick dry on your nail and you place this already dry nail polish. It's weird. It doesn't have the dry time is on your mat, on your nail, and it adheres. And you can touch it because it's dry and you can kind of push it into place. You can use a cuticle pusher. You can use the little plastic one if you like to sort of kind of go into the edges to make sure it's where it needs to be. It kind of looks like that. It just looks like kind of a mess. But the funnest part is you take a cleanup brush, and I use acetone when I do this. Take your cleanup brush, put it in the acetone, and just sort of touch the edges of the polish piece, and it disintegrates. And then you're left with a perfect manicure that looks like this, that you didn't paint. It's like a miracle.
it. Is a miracle. I also need it as wallpaper, so hopefully you work on a large scale because I'm gonna.
I haven't worked large scale, but maybe Dee can do that. She seems to have quite the skills. Isn't it neat? And then you can decide how sheer. I feel like maybe if I did this one again, I would use less of the sheer and more of an like a little bit more of the ones that had a little. This one came out. This was a really sheer mani, although it looked beautiful. Everybody can do it, and you don't have to worry about dry time. You do have to worry about when you do paint on your mat, you want to leave like half an hour to an hour and a half. And after 2 hours, this gets a little brittle. So you can't like paint it yesterday and then expect to do it today. You could paint it an hour ago or so. But then you peel these off. You peel this piece off like this. And you could apply it. I mean, I could apply it right over top of my nail right now. I could put it right over top of this one if I wanted to. It's beautiful. Anyway, you guys can all do that. I'm sure of it. So this is another little cute silicone hack. I could not stop enjoying this. So look, I made like these little lips on just one nail.
Oh my gosh!
How
How
cute is
did
that?
you do
Isn't it
that?
the
Wait,
cutest?
did
You
you
just
paint them
paint
with a
little
nail art
lips on your
tool?
silicone mat. You just paint them right on there.
Did you use the brush or did you use
I
like the
just
nail
used a
art
little
tool?
brush. Yeah.
Oh
And then
my
you put crystal over top. And then when it dries, you have like a little decal, like a little lip decal that you made. So again, you just put, it's like glue. Pretend crystal is your glue. Then you put some crystal on your nail, you put the lip over top of it, you press it down, you wait a few minutes, you put top coat on, you're done. Amazing. I put potpourri on my nail underneath of this. This had potpourri as the quick draw, as the like the so it wasn't just my nail underneath. Isn't that cute?
It gives new meaning to lip gloss. It's like it's so meta.
I wore it to my Pilates lesson, and my instructor was like, "What is on your nail? Where did you get that?" I was like, "I made those. I painted those."
It's so everyone thinks we're like gatekeeping this like secret salon. I'm like, the salon is in my house.
No, and it's fun because I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a little craft project. I'm a crafter.
Makes it cuter. And
It's
it's
so
so
cute.
tiny that you can't even tell anyway, it just like looks cute.
Exactly. And I did the different ones. I did the starfruit shimmer and the papaya and the guava. And I feel like maybe the papaya didn't show up that great. Maybe if I had only done all the pink ones, it would have looked cuter. Hard to say. Hard to say. They're so cute. Love. That was a favorite of mine. Okay, so I did a whole slide on why you need pink pineapple gloss. I think people think I'm crazy, but literally this is my second bottle. When did this come out? Like a couple weeks ago? I can't get enough of it.
July,
You
maybe?
need
Yeah.
it. You need it because it's like it's like a tinted glossed top coat. You can put it on everything. You need it because it's a great base for a French mani. Are you a French mani person? It's a great base.
I
You need it
love
because it's I'm sorry, Liv, what?
I love a French mani.
Have you tried one with this, with the base?
It's so between that and then with Penny, the new nail art tool, I can do whatever French I want. I'm loving my life.
So I got to get my hands on that new nail art tool because I'm not a good French mani person. I have not had good success myself. Now that my nails are a little square, I might be better. But I'm hoping that she's my new best friend. Although I have a lot of best friends now. You need this because it is ultra sheer, so you will use more layers of it. You will go through it like I did. You need it because it's a great base to build over, especially with colors like BEB and CCT. It makes that nudie nail look so, so pretty. You need it because there's nothing like it in the O&J family. There's nothing like it. These other ones are unique in and of themselves, but this pink pineapple gloss, there's nothing like this because it could be used in so many ways. And it's super fun to play with. Super duper fun. So that is why I think you need it. So if you are
This
looking for a
presentation, I
handy
will.
dandy shopping list from
Oh, yes.
this particular presentation, this is it. And when I did it, look at this. Look, 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 look. Look how many quick dries we use because it's layering, right?
This is a quick dry campaign.
It's not on purpose. It's supposed to, it's a lip gloss mani presentation, but I can't oh, Sunny quick dry. What did I take out? I must have taken out something because that wasn't in our presentation. I did take out a couple. Sorry about that. Anyway, this is a shopping list. So if you are on the Olive and June website and you are wanting to create some of these and you're looking for the things I used, you can have this list right at your fingertips. And then if you're looking to find me, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok. I am at Margie Manny, and I'm so happy to have been here with you today.
Oh my gosh. First of all, she's very much underselling herself. She's the best follow. She's on Instagram, she's on TikTok. If you're not in the Olive You Club, you need to be in the Olive You Club. You are like my friends know who you are because like they know your face.
Oh my gosh, they're probably so tired of me.
Not no. And also, as she mentioned in the beginning of this, she is a mani expert. So you're watching this masterclass on YouTube as a replay so that you can watch it on your own time. But we do live classes on Zoom, and Margie is a phenomenal teacher live. If you want to tune in for one of those classes, we have live classes where you can ask questions in the Q&A and we'll answer them, and it's a hoot.
I have one coming right up.
So we're going to have all of Margie's information in the description of this YouTube, so you can follow her. We'll also provide a link to all of her upcoming classes, and let us know what you thought about this recorded masterclass. Big request, so happy to do it and are honored that I did it with you for your first one, Margie.
So happy that you were here with me. It's so nice to be able to have a little back and forth. Was there one thing that you were going to take away?
What I would take away is I honestly need to get out of the habit of only putting the shimmer on the top. It is something that I do, I think, less in the sandwich and more in the topper. And I feel like the depth that I'm going to be getting from having like a coat of shimmer with the jelly on top is going to just, again, it's going to be terrible for people who are driving behind me because I'm going to be stopped at the red light being like, oh my God. But
I'm so cool. Yeah, I think that that is that's the thing that makes me surprised most when people are like, oh, or they're talking about layering and they're like, oh, but isn't it just putting this on top of that? And I was like, well, it is. But when you think about it from the beginning, when you think about if you're trying to make something from the beginning, and it's not always just about putting this on top of something. Sometimes it's about building something from the base up. So what can you, I guess I like to say, like, what could this do for me? Like, what could this polish do for me? What kind of qualities does it have? If I put something under it, what would happen? If I put something over it, what would happen? And so I'm a very curious person and I like to try things. And so that's how I kind of come up with stuff. Now I've heard other people say they don't like layering, they don't like it. And I understand that you might not like coming up with a recipe, that might not be your jam, but following one, like I already did those 20. They work. You saw them, they work. You could try them. In fact, if you count the 6 that are part of the Don't Fear the Shears part, then there's 26. So you don't have to make it up yourself. You can just do the ones I did. Or, oh, and I didn't talk about this. The other thing that you can do is substitute. So people ask about this a lot. They're like, I don't have this. What else could I use? And sometimes there's an easy answer and sometimes there's not. So if I've used pink goldfish and you want to, what else like you can use? There's nothing else. Like it, the only thing that we have that does what pink goldfish does is pink goldfish. And pink pineapple gloss, there's not another one that does that. So like if you're looking to sub out which purple to use and you don't have jacaranda, but you do have uh what are they whatever this one is. Lilac. What's this one? You have TT or you're invited. You are invited, but you don't have, if you've got one of those ones that's similar, great. You can always sub. So thinking about what you're subbing and what that sub can do. I could just leave you with that.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I have a feeling we're going to be doing a lot of these, and I think we're going to be doing some layering for some other seasons. Some different flavors, if you will.
Well, I can't resist. I'm all about it.
Heck yeah. All right, Margie, thank you so much. We'll see you on the next one, y'all. All of you.